Already a Honolulu Star Advertiser subscriber? Log in now to continue reading. Despite her cliché to the contrary, some records were not made to be broken. Some of Hawaii's best prep athletes will gather at Mililani on May the 10th to the 11th for the Island Movers Track and Field State Championships, testing themselves against their peers in a collection of the simplest sports there are. Their competition won't be limited to the athletes flanking them, they will be running against the standards set by athletes all the way back to statehood. Comparing eras is a popular pastime for sports fans, pitting Shohei Ohtani against Babe Ruth, Tyson Fury versus Muhammad Ali and Wilt Chamberlain versus Joel Embiid. What makes it fun is that there is no right answer and the argument can stretch the time limits of Kanoa Leahy's lunchtime radio show. One thing the debate always hinges on is the advantages enjoyed by today's bigger and stronger athletes. But when everything is equal, like being the fastest to run twice around a football field, sometimes the old guard wins and it is not even close. The most celebrated ancient mark on the SARS books, and probably the most memorable moment in the history of the state meet, occurred at Punahou more than 40 years ago when Radford's Joey Bunch hit the backstretch at Alexander Field and zoomed to a time of 1 minute, 51.1 seconds in the 800 meters in 1983 to capture gold in the event for a third time and erase Olympian Duncan MacDonald of Punahou's converted time of 1 minute 52.7 seconds way back in 1967. The event was 880 yards in MacDonald's day. Bunch benefited from a newly renovated track, a gentle breeze and an hour's rest after running the mile, but he still beat Academy of the Pacific's Eric Philippart by more than 6 seconds. Nobody had been within 5 seconds of him in the final until Michael Chin of Christian Academy clocked to 1:53 at Mililani in 2013. The top time so far this year is 1 minute 56.81 seconds by Iolani's Keon Proisa, and 2 of the past 3 state champions haven't broken 2 minutes, so it is easy to say that Bunch's record is safe for another year. The Radford Rockets record is the oldest in a running race but isn't the oldest one on the books. That honor goes to Shari Fox of Leilehua, who took off and landed 19 feet, 2.5 inches away in the long jump at Kaiser in 1979 and tore her hamstring in the process. Yes, they had hamstrings in those ancient times. Despite otherworldly talents like Tatum Moku of Kamehameha, Hawaii's Shanoa Frederick and Kahuku's Zane Santiago and Natasha Kai trying to dethrone Fox since the close of the 1970s, only Iolani's Erin Stovall in 1997 has cleared 19 feet. The top distance this season is nearly a foot behind, an 18 to 0.5 by Mid-Pacific's Destiny Look. As unbreakable as Fox's record is, an even more unassailable standard was set in 1982 at Kaiser. Campbell Sr. Joan Gargo was supposed to be fighting for second in the discus behind Diddy Cavanaugh of Radford.